Well, there she is. This 1 gallon can, that's another one that I got, but needed for cleaning up some paint guns at the shop. This in the Volvo, Old Faithful over here, worked perfectly fine. I cannot believe it. I could not recommend this more to anybody. About 12 gallons, 1 gallon of lacquer thinner run through, past readiness and emissions in the state of Illinois. Fantastic. I cannot believe it worked. I'll continue with the rest of that video, but now we got some typical John White trashery. We got the house redone, which you kind of saw in the other video. New siding and all that other stuff. Construction crew was out here on a Friday. It was 18 degrees in the morning when they started. I cannot believe they actually worked and got this all done. But boosted neon? Something? I don't know. Weird. Not an SRT4, but it's old crappy neon. Oh well. They were doing construction on Friday. My garbage pickup is on Friday. This is full. Thanksgiving is 2 days away. Garbage pickup will not be until Saturday. I need garbage cans because I have a ton of interior stuff. We did a bathroom and a ton of stuff on the inside of the house too. Got a ton of trash, ton of garbage. Did not have a chance to have my garbage picked up because my entire driveway was filled with crew trucks and trailers. So, missed garbage day. Gonna fit this in the wagon, which doesn't fully clear, but that's what bungee straps are for, and we're going 6 minutes. We're gonna clip this back on here. Waiting on the mail for my sticker and stuff. I'll play the rest of the video for you, but there you have it. Quick little update. I also bought some parts from a guy a little while ago that I finally had a chance to go pick up. He sold me a pretty cheap lot of miscellaneous old Ford stuff. Got some beat up, perfectly period Urson valve covers. So that's sweet with a proper breather, so that might go on the Falcon just to jazz that up. But what I'm more excited about, got some OG Blue Max race proven silicone wires, complete set there. I got an CEL dual point distributor for a small block, super excited on this. So this will be going on the car. I got to swap out the distributor gear for the roller cam, so I got to put a steel gear on this, but 100% plan on running the CEL setup on there. And I got 2 of the classic bright yellow CEL coils. So I got one there, and then another one over here that I stashed down in there. I got one more when I was cleaning up the other day. This is pretty much all the hot rod stuff. I got a big crane cam over here, which I was going to put in that roller motor when I put it together. Also got the MSD box in there, so a ton of the extra detailed stuff, spider lifters, roller lifters, everything for that cam. It's got one little tiny nick on the outside edge of that cam. Not worn, but one little piece of the casting. Not at all ideal, but I think for the Falcon application, I am 100% okay with running it. It's on the very outside edge. Very, very minimal, and especially on a roller, I think that should be perfectly fine. And again, if I try it and it doesn't work, not the end of the world. We'll yank it out and start all over again, because there's nothing more fun than putting a new motor in the same car over and over and over and over again. Even though I'm only at 2, I've done 2 or 3 on the van now too, so goes pretty quick, not that big of a deal. Seems much worse than it is, but if you haven't done it before, obviously doing small block stuff, I've got them pretty much memorized, so that shouldn't be too bad. But I'm gonna bungee strap this Volvo up, drop this off, empty the garbage into the dumpster at the shop. Enjoy the rest of the video. Oh, what's up, YouTube? Quick little update. The next video you guys will be looking at is the most random video that I will ever post. I apologize for that, but I was doing a million different things at once. However, driving the Volvo right now, got 152 miles since this tank fill up. At about 8 gallons. So when I put the 1 gallon of lacquer thinner in this car, it was at about 12 gallons of gas. The tank, I put 1 full gallon of high quality Menards brand. If you're not from the Midwest and you don't know what that is, your local home improvement, Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's. Those are the big 3 typically, but $11.99 I think it was for the can, for a gallon of lacquer thinner. I poured the entire gallon in. I've been running it through the car for 3 days. It still runs, drives fine. Have noticed 0 effect on drivability. No concerns in that regard. But I got 70 miles. I've been driving it back and forth to the shop and back. I did not clear on the readiness monitors. And today I woke up about an hour early and just planned on driving the hell out of the wagon today in the morning in order to get those readiness monitors set up and good to go to pass. Well, I did that. Went through. Cat monitor was ready. Oh my god, people are so stupid. Nobody knows how to drive. Roundabouts. They're complicated. So, ran the car all this morning. Got all of the readiness monitors to pass. This is a 96, so in the state of Illinois, you get a couple, I think you get 2 readiness checks that don't have to be complete, which worked perfectly to my advantage. The 2 that did not go ready, which should fail, guaranteed, is the SAI pump, the secondary air injection pump, which is not actually hooked up anymore, and the evap. I did throw an evap code on this car. I'm waiting for that one to come back, but it's really hard to get the readiness set for the evap. So I'm not throwing a code currently. I left on my lunch break from work today. Here is my emissions test from the state of Illinois. I had 2 readiness that were not ready, but being an older car, you can have 2 that don't qualify. So no evap, no SAI or secondary air injection. Everything else passed. CAT code passed. The O2s were working. Like I said, I checked those on live data. They were working, but it was a little slower than I wanted it to be. I ran the readiness check. In order for them to pass into readiness, they also have to be functioning. You will not get a ready code. You will get a check engine light before the ready code registers. If your O2 sensors are bad, front or rear, or if the CAT is not getting up to temp or working properly. So any of those, I could not get those ready, as in working. I couldn't pass the readiness if the CAT was not functioning proper because it will trip the check engine light before the readiness monitor. Or if when the cats are ready, if something's wrong, it's going to trip the check engine light, if that makes any sense. I apologize for kind of rambling there. But lacquer thinner, holy crap, it actually worked. I cannot believe it. I poured a gallon of lacquer thinner into the car with absolutely zero expectation of it functioning and working proper. I was wrong. It actually did manage to work. I hit all my readinesses. I passed the thing. I sent in the proof of insurance to the state of Illinois, which they require now. That was an awesome conversation. They sent me a letter in the mail that I never received with a reference number to verify that I have insurance. This car has been insured since I've owned it. That has never lapsed. There has never been a concern there. However, if you run my license plate right now, it will red flag immediately in the police vehicle as showing that I am driving on a suspended license. Awesome job, Illinois, for a random pull. I had to call the Secretary of State to get the number, put on hold for a while, dealt with that. Holy crap, does it suck. Then, on top of that, I now had to pay an extra 20 or 30 bucks for a late fee for the sticker to make my car legal again. Because, 1, they don't send out emissions notices via mail anymore, which I found out during my lovely conversation. And 2, I cannot register or get a new sticker until I call my insurance company and have them verify that this car has been insured on the date of when they sent the letter. Great job, Illinois. Awesome choices. I have about 7 or 8 vehicles, so luckily this is one of 2 that actually have to do emissions, so that shouldn't be the end of that. However, it's a little ridiculous, and I'm fuming, and smoke is pouring out of my ears based on how much money I spend at the DMV every year. Either way, lacquer thinner trick worked, and passed emissions. We are going to be legal and ready to go as soon as the sticker comes in the mail. So just a quick update. Like I said, I did run the live data first. The O2s were working. The CAT was not completely clogged. This is the original CAT from this vehicle, and I have 282,250 miles on this car right now. So it is the original CAT in the car, which is fantastic. And when I ran the live data test, the fluctuations on the graphs were working proper. Your front O2 should bounce back and forth, high, low, high, low. The secondary O2 should stay constant and follow the graph. When I did the test at idle, it worked perfect. Under load, the secondary would start kind of following the primary, which means it was not working as efficiently as should. However, run a gallon of lacquer cleaner through your car. I could not be happier with the results. I know they sell a product called like Cat Clean or something like that, like a generic catalytic converter cleaner fluid that you're supposed to add to your gas tank. It's about triple the price. So if you are trying it, I'm not saying this will work all the time. If you have a completely clogged cat or a completely dead cat, or your O2 sensors are shot, this will not work. Run some tests on live data if you have the option to do that. Give it a whirl. What's the worst that could happen in terms of regular drivability and running normal? I have had no negative effects or noticed anything different in terms of runnability, other than the inside of my motor is probably way less carboned up and way cleaner. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're on the fence with emissions and things are kind of working and you're not sure, pour some lacquer thinner in. Bring it on. Give me all the gallons of lacquer thinner. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.